Where we lock and load. Come on. Where we lock and load. Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. Football season is back, so I got the gang back in the building. Y'all done had y'all vacation. It's over. It's football season. It's time to get to it. Vic and Brian is in the building. We got a lot to discuss today. ESPN is buying up everything, man. NFL Network, REDZONE. They bought into WWE. Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones going at it. And the WNBA, we got sex toys getting thrown on the court. It's getting crazy out here. But we're going to start it off with preseason football, and Shedeur Sanders will be making his first start for the Cleveland Browns. They got a lot of injuries going on, so he's able to get his opportunity to start. And so it's probably not the ideal way to get his first start, but it happened like this, and you got to seize it. So my question to y'all is, what are y'all expecting from Shedeur Sanders? And he hasn't got a lot of first-team reps. But, you know, he's able to get his first start with the Browns, and he's going to play with the first teams. So, Vic, I'm going to come to you first, man. I think Friday night, this is going to probably be one of the highest-rated preseason games that you can see. Shedeur Sanders getting the opportunity. What are you expecting from him in his first preseason game?
Well, I'm expecting for him to look like a rookie, making his first preseason start, get some vanilla defenses. He may have a couple of nice throws here and there. But, you know what I'm saying, this is the preseason, man. I expect them to try to see if they can establish their run game, see what the offensive line is looking like coming out early. I don't think they're going to put too much pressure on him and have him slinging the ball all around the field. You know what I'm saying? He's going to look like a rookie. You know what I'm saying? He's going to just, you know, they're going to have training wheels on him, bro.
Training wheels. He says he's gonna look like a rookie. So you thinking like you might see some mistakes? I mean,
you are. I mean, it's just a part of the process.
But you know, preseason,
part of the process, bro.
You know, preseason, the defense, they're pretty vanilla.
Everything is vanilla. Everything is vanilla. Nobody's getting nothing on tape. So that's why I said, you know, so they're gonna try to run the ball here. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really want to do in Cleveland anyway. They want to try to lean on people sleeping on not so bad run game down there.
Right.
You know, so that's their really gonna be Cleveland's strength on offense this year. Just throwing that out there. They're gonna try to run the ball. And hopefully Shedeur can acquit himself enough, bro, to where he keep himself in conversation, man, to get the starting job. I don't want to just come out and say like, man, he deserved to start. But right. I will say he deserved to be a higher draft pick, and we already had that discussion. So I don't even want to rehash that. That's just still my stance.
Absolutely. He's getting the opportunity because Kenny Pickett is injured. The other rookie that was drafted, Dylan Gabriel, is injured. Brian, I'm coming to you. What are you thinking Shedeur Sanders is going to do in his first preseason game?
I think he's going to do exactly what they asked him to do. You know, he's going to execute the offense, get in and out the huddle, call the plays the right way, and command the offense like a professional quarterback should. I mean, he's been waiting on this moment his whole life. Like Vic say, it's going to be vanilla. I don't expect them to set the world on fire, but I do expect them to be prepared for this moment and maybe to prove some naysayers and some of the people that didn't draft him wrong with his ability to command the huddle, be professional, and, you know, it's all-around demeanor on the field.
I hope that he plays with the first team and his skill players step up for him. Jerry, Judy, and Njoku, I don't know if they're playing or not, but if they are playing, I'd hope, you know, they'll look out for him in the first couple of series because, you know, they're probably not going to play that long. But if they do, if they can go down and score on the first drive or something with the ones, that would look good for him, man. And so I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well because of what, like you say, Vic, what happened to him in the draft, man, the sabotage that went on with the draft. I'm rooting for Shedeur Sanders, man. I'm rooting for him big time because what they did to him was completely wrong, man. And you done it because of his father, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and I just hope he does well. But Shedeur Sanders will be starting Friday night against the Carolina Panthers.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure the opponent.
it's
Carolina
Carolina.
Panthers. I
Yeah,
mean, if
yeah,
you
they
look
were
at that,
scrimmaging. They had practices today,
yeah.
joint practices. Yeah,
So if you look at that squad, that's not like a team you have to worry about, even though it's preseason. You don't have to worry about too much with the Panthers. So I think he got a chance to do well. I hope he does well, and I hope he's able to perform and put on a show for the people that passed up on him. But I do want to get to also, we got Bears football coming up this weekend, man. The Dolphins against the Bears Sunday, 12 o'clock. And Vic, I've been seeing the group message. Y'all been posting all the news. Y'all like reporters out there, man. Y'all got all the news. Left tackle here. What the offense looking like, what Caleb doing. I look at this though, and I know Caleb has made some mistakes in preseason, interceptions here and there. I'm curious of what it's going to look like the first game. Ben Johnson's offense, Caleb Williams. Brian, I'm going to come to you first on this one. How long are you expecting Caleb to play? Because I don't know. I really don't know.
Ooh, I don't know. We know with the change, the 3 games in the preseason, I can see him giving them the first quarter, letting them rock out. Maybe a little bit into the second quarter and pulling them, but I expect the same, a little bit more than what I expect from Shedeur. I want to see him, throw some good balls, give his skill position players an opportunity to make the plays for him. Check down, hit the open man, be accurate, and just execute the game plan. Show these people that you are a competent and willing passer of the ball from the pocket.
Yeah, I agree. A whole quarter, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he do a whole quarter. But Vic, what you expecting? How long do you expect Caleb to play?
maybe. I mean, depending on how it stretches out, but I'm saying like maybe a series or 2, maybe 2 series to see what he can do, and then I think maybe the next game you probably give him a half, and then you sit him the third game. That's how Ben's probably going to do it. I think.
Okay. So you said a couple series.
That's just. Yeah, I think he's gonna get like a few series this game, but with him learning new offense, it could stretch to a quarter. I don't know. I don't know how Ben gonna do it, bro. Like we got to see how what Ben really wants. Like Ben is different, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know how other coaches do it. Like I'm just literally looking at this guy as a head coach already, and I'm not trying to say that he's gonna set the world on fire as a coach. But bro, there's so much attention to detail by this guy. I am so impressed by him. And I'm not just saying that because he's the Bears coach.
Right.
I've been impressed with this guy since he was the Lions offensive coordinator.
Right.
And he comes out genuine, bro. Like it is no fake in the funk like some of our previous coaches, which is all we had a great week of practice and all this whole crap. He is not. Caleb, get over there and sit down, bro. Come in here. Show him how it's done.
Right.
Luther Burden, go have a seat, son. This is how this is done. Come back and ball out. Send that message. I love it. We ain't had nobody that we have. Like our coaches been scared of the players. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. Our coaches been scared of the players. That ain't the case with a guy like Antoine Randall or Eric Bieniemy. You ain't punking them, sir. That ain't happening. That ain't happening up in that locker room. They have respect for the coaches like they've never had before. And that's what Ben has brought already. Instantly, they have not even played the game. The respect they have for the coaches. Dennis Allen is a professional. Like, bro, this is gonna be the true tell sign of what the Bears organization is.
Yeah. And I agree with you. Like, you talk about Ben Johnson. Eric Bieniemy already got a bad reputation as being a hard-nosed coach. So they got a bunch of hard-nosed coaches, and so I'm definitely expecting a different.
Ben wants no nonsense, bro. Like he told Komet, bro, line up in the right spot. I'm trying to get you the effing ball.
Right. Inside information from reporter Vic. They all over. y'all be deep with all the stories, man. Listen. Yeah. Besides Caleb Williams, what else are you looking for as far as either the offense or the defense?
I'm looking for on the offense. I'm looking to see how they run the ball behind Joe Tooney and Braxton Jones, because Braxton Jones is number 1 on the depth chart. I wanted Trapillo to win the job. I honestly do, but Braxton Jones is his job to lose, according to Ben Johnson. So hey, let's see what he do. They seeing something that I don't see with Braxton Jones. You know, they're seeing something that I don't see. They're the coaches, so I'm a trust them. But at least now this coaching staff has a couple alternatives in place if Braxton Jones don't work out. So they're giving them a chance for something they see, but they do have a couple alternatives.
Yes.
And then they could be showcasing him too. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. They could be showcasing him for other teams, showing him that he's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Lots of look for. We got KC in the building. What's up, brother, man? You outside in the nature, man? What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, sorry for the late jump on, man. Out here leaving this practice.
It's all good, man.
With the boys.
It's good to have you back. I told the gang y'all had y'all vacation. Football season is back. We got the gang back together. How you feeling about the football season going forward?
Man, hey, it's exciting time of year, man. All right, boy. See y'all tomorrow. Ready to work. You know what I'm saying? It's an exciting part of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? Preseason football, getting your amp back up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody optimistic about their team. You know, everybody's feeling good right now. So, like I tell the boys, man, you know what I'm saying? We got to put that work in right now, then we'll be great later.
Yeah, you also told me that KC is on a revenge tour this year. Yeah, that's what you told me. You said it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody think it's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody ain't Philly. You know what I'm saying? So they might try to duplicate it, but they can't replicate it, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody ain't got that coach. Everybody ain't got that personnel. We're not gonna play them every week.
Right.
So, but if they think it's sweet, come on with it. Pat Mahomes is not going. They act like we just fell off the earth. Hey, was it a bad Super Bowl? Hell yeah. Did we get our ass kicked? You damn right we did. But we was there. The other AFC teams didn't make it.
Already. So look.
Just let me chime in real quick on something. Because I'm glad KC finally came on because I wanted to touch on this when he came on. Yeah, man, the disrespect for the Kansas City Chiefs is at an all-time high. And I'm not even a fan. But some of the stuff I'm seeing has been so absurd, bro. It is ridiculous, man. Like literally, disrespect for Patrick Mahomes and that team out here this offseason been crazy, bro.
To me, I haven't seen too much craziness. That maybe I'm just out of the loop. I haven't seen too much.
No disrespect, bro. You gotta be out of the loop not to see it.
Where has the disrespect been at? Where has it been at?
All over NFL Network, all over ESPN, all over FS1. I just disrespect. Oh man, the Denver Broncos about to take this division over and run it for the next 10 years. Bo Nix is about to be the best quarterback in the division. Yada yada yada. You know how this goes, bro.
Yeah, I got you. But I do want to get KC opinion on Shedeur Sanders real quick. He's going to be starting Friday, getting his first start. He hasn't been getting a lot of reps for the number ones. Are you going to watch the game, and then what are you expecting from Shedeur Sanders in the first game?
Okay, first off, so he is getting a start Friday.
Yes.
Okay. I don't really expect much. I think everybody gonna overhype it. You know, incomplete pass or a touchdown. They gonna do too much to me. So I just want to see him go out there and just command the offense and just run some good plays. You know what I'm saying? Like be consistent. That's really what I want to see from him.
That's what
everybody gonna critique everything that he do. Let's go out there and play football, man.
He definitely gonna be under a microscope. They're gonna be critiquing everything, every small thing.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
And I think if he failed, they really gonna pounce on that. They really gonna pounce on him if he failed. If he do well, that's gonna be great for him. But if he fail, it's gonna be like, oh, he probably deserved to be picked in the 5th round or all that nonsense. But yeah,
what's doing well? Does he have the starting offense out there? No.
Yeah.
Is it the second string? No. It's probably the third string.
He should get some reps with some ones. He should get some reps with some ones.
Well, what bothers me nowadays, man, is that these guys can't be rookies, man. Rookies make mistakes. This is what they do, man.
Yeah.
Why is there so much critique on these guys to come out and be perfect from day one? Like, man, like we was touching on the Bears. I'm reading things. Oh man, Caleb, he threw a ball high and deep out of bounds in practice. He's been inaccurate in practice. Bro, he's learning a new offense. Like,
but you know what it is, Vic. You know what it is when the CJ Strouds come out, ball out. Then you got Jaden Daniels come out and ball out. The bar has been set. And it's not, and those are anomalies. Majority of the time, rookies struggle. I'm with you. I agree with you. But because you see these anomalies with these other quarterbacks, now they're expecting these guys to come out and ball out from the jump. And it's not fair to them, but that's just what it is. So
Yeah, everybody's
Mhm.
not put in a situation to where they can really learn and grow. That's why I commend Alex Smith and Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes sat for a year. Nobody really think that. You know what I'm saying? He sat for a year. He was the backup and learned. You know what I'm saying? That really helps guys. So if Shedeur don't start, learn from Joe Flacco, that man that won 10 playoff games and won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Learn from that man. You know what I'm saying? If he's willing to, teach and show, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he should be thrown out in the fire, you know what I'm saying? But far as preseason though, I mean, of course I'm tuning into it. But like I said, it's the Sanders, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's Shedeur, so it's gonna be a spotlight on them. I don't care what they do. I don't care if
right.
he's selling donuts. It's gonna be a media outlet out there.
But I want to get back to the Bears real quick. Brian, as a Bear fan, besides Caleb Williams in the offense, is there anything that you're looking for in the first preseason game?
I definitely want to see these rookies shine. You know, I want to see Loveland, Burden,
Yes.
Monungai. You know, I want to see them ball. Definitely see Dio. See him get off the line, maybe get some pressure.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really it though. I'm excited to see the weapons, man. The skill position players, Luther Burden, Loveland, the running back. I got high hopes for Burden, man. I really think he's a superstar in the waiting, man. I really do.
Call it early
That's
then.
that's that's
Oh
my
yeah.
guy, man. That's my guy from Mizzou, baby. So of course I'm gonna be rooting for him.
Oh
Hey
There we
yeah.
man,
go.
Luther Burton got a lot of fans at work.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what's
Okay.
I'm
up.
talking about
Go ahead.
I'm talking about before he was a Bear.
Yeah.
Got a lot
Right.
of fans.
Mi-
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mike,
yeah,
Mike,
that's
you
a great pick.
KC,
Yes,
you can
sir.
go ahead and get you a Bears jersey, get that Burton jersey, you know what I'm saying? You know, go ahead and rock that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about
Oh,
that,
no.
Don. I don't know about that. So look, you already know, man. I'm not a Bear hater, right?
Right.
Not at all.
So so I've been here. It'd be 15 years, two weeks. It'd be here.
Yeah.
I'll be here 15 years. So I'm watching the games like y'all watch the games. I watch the Bears like y'all watch the Bears because I'm here. I'm invested. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm watching the Chiefs first,
Yeah.
but this year it's a lot of high hopes like it is every year. But this year, I really feel like the Bears can put something together and make some noise, dog. They're gonna have to. There should be really no excuses now. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? I know it's a new offense, but
yes.
like 4 wins, no. 5 wins, no.
No.
6, 7 wins, no, man. It's 8 or better, man. Right now, it's 8. It's 8 wins or better. The Bears got to start
I'm with you,
putting a
bro.
name for
Yeah,
themselves out there like they a problem. You can't start looking at the Bears like, oh man, there go the Bears, losing by
Yeah.
one again, losing by, mismanagement. No, that has to stop. Like it has to
Yeah.
stop now.
Yeah. I agree. The offense does worry me a little bit about it being a new offense. I know it's gonna take some time to get it flowing freely. But like you say, like 5 wins, that's not acceptable. Coaching by itself should amount for 1 or 2 wins. And so
That's 3 for sure. Because Eberflus damn sure lost you 3 last year. I can tell you that right now.
yeah,
man, that man was a doofus, man. Oh my God, bro.
Great
yeah.
doof, man. But Caleb, man, I was good. They had some on the I think it was the network. It might have been last week on Caleb, and the Bears and the plays that he made, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like they were showing his touchdown throws. Like the boy made some nice plays, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
definitely made some nice plays. So and Ben Johnson's gonna come with that. He gonna come with that work, man. So I think he has a better athletic quarterback than
Jared
Goff.
Goff.
So yeah, so it should be a lot, man. Y'all got some nice tight ends. Utilize them tight ends, man.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
some
That's what we
first
were just
downs.
saying,
Utilize
Loveland.
that tight ends and keep that ball moving, man. The Bears had so many 3-and-outs and so many just
I'm,
bad
bro,
plays, dog. That has to stop.
Yes. I
what
agree. I
what
See,
threw
agree.
the Bears offense into the clink last year was, bro, we could not run the ball at all, bro. At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And when you're one dimensional, and you Caleb Williams, you can do what you do. Like I commend him for not turning the ball over as much as Jaden Daniels and those other guys did, though either. You know what I'm saying? Taking that consideration, he still
Yeah.
finished with. You take away C.J. Stroud's season, Jaden Daniels' season, and Andrew Luck's season. Caleb Williams had the 4th best rookie season ever with touchdown interception ratio and yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
yards in a bad offense with a terrible offensive line that we have been screaming need to be fixed since Justin Fields was here. It's not an excuse that we're making for Caleb Williams. Right. We've been saying that for 5 years. We need help on the O-line. Get this man a professional center. We knew we stunk at guard. Then we go out and sign Nate Davis, a guy who don't even like to practice. Terrible.
They finally got some competent offensive linemen, not no journeymen. They got some guys that made some Pro Bowls, some legit guys, some hogs up there finally, and I think it's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, I'm banking on the running game. I'm banking on the running game, taking the pressure off Caleb, and he's going to play well. And I'm looking to see him under center, getting that play action going, and Luther Burton beating defenses over the top like it's crazy on everything.
For sure. I want to get to some more NFL stories. Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones.
Oh, man.
Listen, Micah Parsons won a new contract. I think he's trying to go over Myles Garrett. That's usually how it goes with contracts. The next person who's up tops the next person. Jerry Jones is not budging, but if you look at the history, they end up playing CeeDee Lamb. So I'm predicting this. Last time somebody requested a trade, I think all of us was on this show, and I feel like I got duped because I really thought like, oh, Myles Garrett requested a trade. Oh, snap, he really want to trade. It's the Cleveland Browns. Of course he want to get out. The next day he got a record contract. Like, they just want the money, man. He requested a trade, but eventually Jerry Jones is going to cave in and give him his money. What do y'all think? Is it actually a chance that Micah Parsons get traded?
Yeah, heck yeah, for Dallas Cowboys. Heck yeah, I think he could get traded. They running it like it's 93, man.
You really think he'll trade Micah Parsons?
Yeah,
and he
to
paid,
Arizona,
he
man. He gonna trade him to Arizona somewhere like that.
Wow.
I mean, if somebody wowed him with some multiple first round picks and some lower picks, like some stuff like, you know what I'm saying, some multiple first rounders, he would probably think about it. But I'm with you, Al. I think he won't, and I think eventually he'll pay him. He let Emmitt Smith sit out for 2 weeks. They started 0-2. Then he gave him a record contract for running backs back then.
Yeah. And listen.
This is how he operates. He wants the spotlight on the Dallas Cowboys, man. He wants somebody to be talking about them. He wants them trending.
And he's getting all the media attention right now. Whether he answered the questions or not, they got the cameras in his face.
They're gonna be trendy regardless.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
But listen,
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, not to say that it ain't true, but I'm saying like it's a circus to me, man. Man, get Parsons up out of there, man. It shouldn't have been no question. He should have been something.
It is a circus. But at the end of the day, he still wants to win a Super Bowl. He's getting older. Like, we don't know when he's going to pass. Like, bro, he's getting up there. And so he wants to win another Super Bowl. If you
the last 2-3 years, they haven't made the move like Super Bowl organizations, man.
Man.
I agree with you on that statement. They have not made the moves. But
like they are the equivalent. They are the equivalent of like football hell.
If they good enough to make
when they healthy, they're good enough to make the playoffs, first round and out.
If they trade Micah Parsons, it's going to set them back. Bottom line,
definitely
you can't
rebuild it. Now you rebuild it. Honestly, you rebuild it.
And so he says, I'm about to ask you this, B. He said he's not confident that he's going to play week. He's going to play week 1. What you think, Brian? And do you think he's going to play week 1 with the Cowboys?
If I had to bet, I'd say yes, just because of one, I haven't seen Jerry trade a superstar in his prime in quite some time. He gonna get you till you ain't got nothing left, then he'll let you go. But and we just seen, like you say, Myles Garrett do this to ultimately sign the contract the next day. I think this is a negotiation tactic on Micah's behalf. I do think is genuinely upset and would be open to a trade.
Yes.
But again, if that money talks, all that other stuff gonna walk. So I think he'll suit up. I don't see why not. You at the pace he going, if he missed many games, he might end up missing more money with that stat production taking a hit. So I think he'll want to be on that field and get some of that, some sacks.
I think he's more open to a trade than Jerry Jones is more open to trading him. I think that's the difference. Micah's like, yo,
I can agree with that.
Out of here, because whatever team he go to, they gonna pay him. They gonna pay him.
Got to.
Right. Of
So
They're
course.
he'll
not
be
finna
That's
right.
open
why I
You
with
ain't
said
about to get, you
Arizona.
ain't about to give away them assets to play no games. Like you're not
yeah.
about to give up all that to get him and play no games.
And,
Whoever
and
get
he's
him,
still only
whoever get him,
26.
whoever get
Whew.
him. If Jerry would decide to trade him, whoever get him, like you said, he getting a record contract. It just
Yes.
is what it is.
Yes.
it's gonna
We
be
got
$1 more than
Miles
Miles
Garrett.
Garrett.
Fact. That's all he want. It's the
Yeah,
egos, man. It's the egos.
yeah.
They're like, long as you just give me 1 penny more than the next guy. Oh, that's gonna feed my ego. Johnny checking in on YouTube said Bears, Dolphins, Cowboys. This is a show about bad teams. No, my brother, this is not a show about bad teams. This is a show about sports stories, the biggest sports stories. And right now, the Cowboys is one of the biggest stories. Bears, we hometown, Chicago, Midwest. Dolphins, we just happen to play the Dolphins. So no, and
And
and,
then
and watch and watch him.
the Bears are trending like crazy. Literally everything. Everybody got an opinion about Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Everybody's an expert on him.
Hey,
Everybody out there.
and Johnny, watch your mouth about bad teams. We not bad. We not bad anymore. By faith, we
Nah,
gonna be better this year. You know what I'm
yes
saying?
sir. Me too. I got real
um,
faith. We're gonna be a lot better.
so we're gonna have an interview with a playwright coming up in a couple minutes. But before then, last subject before we get to her, ESPN is buying up everything, man. They get the rights to the NFL Network and rights to Red Zone, and they're going to be joining WWE streaming WrestleMania. They buying up everything. I don't see no competition. FS1, I don't know. They might as well just get bought out too. Like ESPN is being the Yankees back in the 90s right now. Like they just buying everything. What do you Brian, what are your thoughts about ESPN? They buying up everything. The whole block.
Man, listen, they've been our go-to source for sports for the last 2-3 decades. So it just makes sense for them to put a real headlock monopoly on this thing and buy up the competition. You know, lock it up. Yeah, FS1 can still be the distant cousin, you know, but ESPN been holding it down for quite some time. So,
Yeah.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Oh
Vic.
yeah, yeah. Now I'm just saying ESPN doing what this is a good business move. I like it, like what they doing. It's not just football. It looks like they trying to be more than sports. It's entertainment. Now you come here for everything you need.
That's big facts. Now they're going to be streaming WrestleMania 20 and starting in 2026. They getting into the wrestling business. They getting it all. Vic, what's your thoughts on it?
Hey, bro. Well, you know, ESPN is the child company of Walt Disney Company, bro. Walt Disney is just they got so much money, bro. It's like it's ridiculous, man. They just throwing it everywhere. They just spending billions of dollars like it's nothing, acquiring stuff, and it's gonna triple, and they know it's gonna be more profitable. That's crazy. What they buying this stuff for, and they know it's gonna be more profitable than what they buying it for going in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like you know, this gonna be a hit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Mike,
that's
are you?
Oh,
crazy.
that's what's up. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? What's going on, man?
What
We
up,
got
Rod?
we can't hear you, brother. Let me take you off mute. We had to put you on mute, man, because it was a lot of background noise. Hey, bear down.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
What up, Rod?
Hey, you got to unmute
Renee.
yourself, Mike. Mike, you got to unmute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. I muted you, and there you go. Now you back. Now you back.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
okay. Yeah, I'm trying to mute it. Yeah. I just got him that man for his birthday, man.
Ron, hey,
Happy birthday, Ron.
happy birthday
Hey, man,
from the
I
Allen
appreciate
Pals, good
that.
dog.
I appreciate that, fella.
Bear
What
down
up,
for sure,
bro?
for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Bear
Happy
down.
birthday.
You already know what time it
You
is.
already know what it is, baby.
Hey, real quick, Ronnie, real quick. Hey, what you expecting with the Bears this for the first preseason game, brother? What you looking for?
I want to see if that D line is as strong as it appear to be. I think the interior is more stout than we done seen since maybe Keem Hicks or somebody.
I like that. I like that. We do got Grady Jarrett. That's somebody. I
Yeah.
don't know if we're gonna play in that first game. We got a nice vet in there. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I think Dexter gonna take a step too this year.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
we need him
I
to.
seen some pictures. Brother look kind of ripped out there, man.
Yeah, you got to build off last year. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure, for
fact.
sure. All right,
You
man.
know,
Appreciate you.
I also want to see if Ben Johnson if he like super vanilla with it or he gonna show a little something.
That's something to look for too.
Hey, bro, it's so crazy. He can show something and it still be vanilla. That's just how that dude is. Like he can design up a crazy play for the preseason. You will never see it again.
His vanilla ain't normal. Hey, his vanilla might not be normal vanilla. You know,
right?
It's gonna have
vanilla we had in Chicago. Best vanilla we done had in Chicago. You know,
it's gonna have some little sprinkles on there, man. They ain't gonna be all the way, man. It's gonna have some little sprinkles on there.
Yeah,
but yeah, appreciate you locking in with us.
There's one more thing I want to see. That left tackle competition. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how Trapilo look out there. Yeah. I want to see if what's his name, Karan Amagaji, if he took a step, because we spent the 3rd round pick on him. At some point, you're gonna have to be a good quality left tackle.
For sure. That's what. Hey man, during the season, we're gonna get you back on, man. We're gonna break down some Bears game, man. You got to link in with us,
man. Love.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
Okay,
listen, bro. Hey, we're gonna get into our guest of the evening. This is someone who writes plays. I've been to them. They are amazing. We got Charbria Shine. Dr. Love is in the building. Thank you for joining the Allen Powell Show and hanging out with us. You got a play coming up October 18th called Dr. Love. But before we get into the play, this is a sports show. So I do have to ask you a couple of sports. You are married to an athlete. So, you know, you got that dynamic. And I always like to ask my guests, back in their high school days, did they play in any sports? Was Charbria Shine in any athletics?
No, absolutely not. I was a cheerleader. I was a dancer.
Okay. Okay,
so I like sports, but I was not in sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have loved to, if I could go back, if I'm being real, I would have loved to run track and play basketball, for real. I was pretty aggressive in gym class, but never got a chance because of the conflict with like theater and dancing. I was never able to play a sport. Yeah.
So you talked about being a cheerleader. Now, this has been a debate in past shows or past conversations I had with women. It was like, is cheerleading a sport? Some people call it a sport. Some people said, no, it's not a sport. I'm asking you as a cheerleader, is cheerleading a sport?
So back in the day, I feel like it wasn't considered a sport. I feel like that's kind of a new thing. Wouldn't you say? Like, because I mean, what's the definition of a sport? I feel like, is it physical? Absolutely. You know, we worked out, you know, you have to be flexible. You have to do all that, but you're competing against others if you're in competitive team. But if you're just cheering at a game, I don't know, because you're not really competing against. You know what I mean?
Well, your husband is checking in. He says they do competition. So if you are in the competition, will you call it a sport then? But if you just had a game, just cheering for your team,
if you're competitive cheering, I would say definitely it is a sport for sure. Yeah, it's a lot that they go through. So yeah.
So it's a sometimes sport. It's a
right. Definitely if you compete.
Right on. Okay. Let's get to why you're here.
Yes.
Dr. Love play coming up October 18th. I came to your single Woman's Chronicle play. It was amazing.
Yes. Thank you.
You're doing Dr. Love. Tell everybody about Dr. Love and what's that about.
Yeah, so Dr. Love is a comedy. So she's like an old Southern auntie, somebody that's getting up all in your face, all up in your business. So she's hilarious. She has a little Southern accent. But she is a love doctor, a self-proclaimed love expert, right? So she went to the University of Loveology, which we know that is that's her degree, Loveology, and she went to Agape Love University. So all of that's made up. So yeah, so she is giving like real talk advice, but in a comedic way. So it actually is really a good advice, but she is just hilarious and she is just obnoxious and super energetic. The show is fun, energetic with music and dancing and a lot of comedy, but she is giving like advice on the misconceptions and realities of love, dating, and relationships and marriage. So she's dealing with the single and unsatisfied woman. She's dealing with the woman who's in a situationship. Then she's dealing with the man who feels disrespected in his marriage. So something that I did a little bit different in this show is I usually focus just on women, right? As you saw Single Woman Chronicles, we have the male characters, but I didn't really dig into the emotions and feelings of a man. And in this one I do, because I feel like it's so important to show that. Sometimes as women, you know, they love to hear their side, but they don't want to hear what the male is going through. And I love to expose all of it.
That is
Especially
great.
being happily married. I really do care about women seeing the side of a man, really caring about their emotions and their feelings as well, especially our Black men. And I just think it's so important to highlight that. And I really do in this show, even though there's other characters, the married couple really is the focus on them. And then I really focus on how the man feels in his marriage. And so it's a real fun, energetic show, but I actually still, with the comedy, I'm still able to tackle some serious issues that we go through.
Nice. We got Charbria Shine, Dr. Love to play October 18th, 6 p.m. at the Theater Guild, Westside Theater Guild.
Yes.
Listen, you said that this is the one that you actually paid attention to the male's perspective that time. That's interesting. I'm super interested now.
Yeah.
I seen Single Woman's Chronicles.
Yeah.
It seems like you're dealing with relationships, and it made me think, okay, do you have a certain passion for relationships and the different dynamics of relationships? Because you're doing different things with whether you're single, married, all those types of things. Is there a passion there for you? Like, what made you start getting into that space?
Absolutely. So actually my past is a relationship blogger. So absolutely an author. So yeah, that is very much a passion of mine. When I was single and unsatisfied, that's when I started my blog and I learned how to be single and satisfied. And so, people love to just hear my real life advice and my real life struggles. And when I got married, when I got engaged, they love to follow my journey. And I kind of let them in our journey of our courtship, of us dating and just our engagement and our whole beginning of our marriage. And so I have several books about relationships and singleness, and I love to share it because I think it's so important to show healthy relationships. I feel like it's first important to love yourself first and foremost and realize you don't need another human being to make you happy. And so that's something that was really big for me, but also to show healthy Black marriages, like Black relationships, and really show that it is possible, because sometimes I hear a lot of negative comments about our men, and honestly, I don't like it. And so I do like to address it, if I'm being honest.
Let's go. Stick up for the men around here. Protect Charbria at all costs. She's for the Black man. Protect at all costs. Yeah. Let's get back to your origin story. What made you start doing plays?
Yeah, actually my background just in life period is performing arts. I went to a performing arts school when I was young, even college, and I've always been in shows. I've always been a dancer and an actor, and then I started singing as well. So that is my background. I've always done that my entire life. But then I got off track a little bit and got into business, and I got a business degree, was in management for years. But my heart, my passion was the arts, performing arts. And so I kind of slid back into that. And when I got married, that afforded me to do it full time, because my husband's like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to act. He's like, go for it. And so it's so important to be able to support a partner both ways, because that can really, either help your future or hurt your future, right? Help you go after your passions or hinder you from going after your passions. And so, he really helps to push me to say, hey, just do your own play if that's what's in your heart. And that's kind of how it started.
Once again, we got Charbria Shine. The Dr. Love play is October 18th, the Westside Theater Guild, Gary, Indiana. I'm going to open it up to the guys. If y'all got any questions for Dr. Love, bring them to her while we have her. She's sticking up for the Black man around here. She's going to give the Black man perspective, being disrespected in the marriage. Oh, man, I can't wait to see it. I ain't going to hold you. I got to go see it now, because I got to see how he got disrespected. What's his response to being disrespected? It's a lot going on right there.
It's a lot of drama in this play, which it's fun. It's a lot of drama.
I seen you brought a little bit of the Dr. Love to the Professional Hoops Association halftime show. We saw you and the dancers do a halftime show.
I got my basketball earrings on. I was representing.
Yes, your husband is definitely in the comments shouting you out with the rings. He says you're a real hooper at heart. Are you a hooper as well?
No, I am not a hooper. Absolutely not. No, I cannot play. I told him to teach me, since he used to be a coach. I would be so aggressive, because I'm low key kind of violent. So it might be good I didn't play sports. Yeah. But because I'm really aggressive, but I would have loved it. Like I always tell him now, can he show me? Because I feel like we would have a good time for sure.
Well, he has a question on the YouTube he wants to ask. He said, how was it being a college coach's wife when you first got married? How was that experience? Talk about that.
Oh, wow. Okay. So It was interesting because that job never stops. Like I feel like he was always working. Like obviously you're at the school, you're working, there's always games, but even after it's over, you're traveling, you're recruiting, and then even when that's over, you're after the work hours, you're talking to parents and students. But honestly, since we were newlyweds, I feel like when you're newlyweds, everything is a little bit easier. Sometimes when you're still in that infatuation, honeymoon stage. But after a while, it did kind of make me start thinking like, man, this is a lot, But for me, I am the type of woman that would never want to like be the one to say, I don't want you to do this if it's really in your heart and it's really your passion. So I was hanging in there. I think after a while it would have got a little tiring, but I would never be the one to say like, you need to quit this, because the truth is he was a coach before he met me. So I kind of feel like you got to take that in consideration. You can't come in this man's life and now want to take away his career that he seemed to love at the time. I just don't think that's fair. So yeah, I was trying to navigate through it. It wasn't always easy, but again, I was never the one to say quit. When he left, it was his choice.
It seems like you dropping some knowledge for the women that might be tuning in already. I mean, I hope y'all taking heed to what the nuggets that she's dropping on how to navigate with a busy husband or whatever he got going on. Like, she's dropping y'all some nuggets already. Once again, if y'all do got questions, Vic, Mike, y'all go ahead and bring it. Otherwise, we're just going to continue to talk about the Dr. Love play, which is, once again, October 18th, 6 p.m. Westside Theater Guild. What can the people look forward to from this play? Why should they come see this play specifically?
Yeah, I would say if you are looking just for a fun night of laughter, for real, it is funny. I'm not just saying that. We tried it out last year. It was kind of like a pilot because, to be honest, I didn't know how people would take it, right?
Yes.
It looks like it's just a girly show because it's all pink. So I'm like, let's try this out. We did it in a small theater and it was a hit. So we took it to a bigger theater and even more people showed up. So they're like, we want more. So I actually added new characters. I actually fleshed the story out completely so that you know what happens with the married couple, you know what happens with the other characters, and we added some funnier characters as well. So I would definitely say a fun night of just laughter and also a night of thinking, really, because it's a lot of drama and I love the dynamic between the husband and the wife. I think it opens up a lot of dialogue around like I said, the male's perspective. I think it's very easy, especially being a woman and a writer, to always come from the female's perspective. But a lot of times we forget the male's perspective, that they also have feelings too and emotions. And in a healthy marriage, it's not all about the wife. It's about both partners. So.
Oh, you just said something. It'd be a lot of happy wife, happy life. I don't subscribe to that. It don't seem like you subscribe to that. I appreciate you saying that. Protect this woman at all costs. Once again, Johnny says, shout out to the sister dropping jewels. So they are listening to you. Listen, Justin Camper checking in says, my wife enjoyed her play before, so I know this will be good as well.
Thanks,
so you
Justin.
definitely got some fans out there. Brian and Vic, y'all got significant others that y'all can take out on a date. Y'all, if y'all available, bring them to the Dr. Love play. Come see it. Bring your ladies out.
You get date night points, y'all.
Yeah, date night.
That's what all the fellas say. They always like, "Oh, you got me date night points." I'm like, yes.
Louis Shine says PHA Hoops will be in the house October 18th, promoting the 2026 season as well.
Yes.
So y'all are two of the busiest people that I know, but y'all are doing it big time. Yeah. So let's tell everybody, how can they get tickets to buy to the play?
Yeah, so they can go to Charbria.com, as my name's up there on the screen because I know it's unique. Charbria.com/Dr. Love. So, yep. And if you use code Dr. Love, the number 10, you get $10 off your ticket. So tickets will only be $25. Also, they can expect like bomb vendors. Like last show, our food vendors sold out because we got some good food vendors, y'all. I like seeing my customers a fun experience, not just the theater. So we got like shopping vendors, food vendors, sweet treat vendors, like the whole nine. So it's gonna be a fun night. Yeah. I
got my YouTube, but he stays in Florida. He said, if we got any tour dates coming up, if we're going to take Dr. Love on a road somewhere
maybe
down the line.
2026, 2027, we might do that. Yeah, we're thinking about it.
He prophesying on you already. Like, yeah, you might be in Florida sometime soon. Hey,
let's do it in the winter so we can get that nice weather when it's cold here.
Yeah, we don't want to be here anyway. Let's go ahead and go to Florida and go watch the play out there.
Yes.
So are you also starring in the play as well? Or are you
Yes.
behind the scenes? Okay,
Yes, so
okay.
I'm actually Dr. Love. So I wrote the play, I'm directing it, and
Right.
I'm Dr. Love. So yes, it is a great feat because Dr. Love is a very energetic character. So it is no joke playing this role, but it is the most fun that I've had playing any other role. Like Al said, he saw Single Woman Chronicles. I was the lead in that, and that I would say is harder because it is a lot of physical changes as far as clothing. She changes like every scene. The great thing about Dr. Love, even though I'm high energy, I keep on that same doctor costume the whole show. So that makes it much easier. But yeah, it can be a challenge acting in your show as the lead and directing it for sure. But I love that. I think in the future, I will move to having an assistant director and potentially a director because I'm going to start doing so many shows at the same time. And that can be challenging for sure.
Okay, and one more question. One more question.
Go ahead.
How do you go about casting for your show? You know, if someone wanted to get a start in theater or be an actor, you know, how would they get up with you to try to, you know, audition?
Yeah, usually at the beginning of my seasons, because we have a season, I put out a post on social, and honestly, that goes crazy. In the beginning, I used to do like sites where other actors are to do like auditions. But to be honest, since we did our first show in 2021, we have a core of actors that are literally in almost all the shows. Every show, we might have 2 new actors, but for the most part, once I put that post out, it kind of goes crazy. People share it. But usually at the beginning of each season, I put posts out and people email us and we start the process that way.
Okay.
Once again, we got Dr. Love, Charbria Shine live with the Allen Powers. The show is October 18th, 6 p.m. Westside Theater Guild in Gary, Indiana. Go get those tickets. Support this lady. She's doing great things. I've been to one of her shows. It's great. I can vouch for it. No fluff. The Single Woman Chronicles was great. I enjoyed it, so I'm expecting the same thing out of this play. Lewis Shine says we need Allen Powers crew live for a show at the theater on October 8th, talking sports and theater. We're going to have to talk, brother. We're going to have to talk. You talked about doing something for this game, so maybe we'll talk and try to figure something out. But I'm expecting some big things. And tell them again, once again, how can they get the tickets? And that.
Yes, so you can go to Charbria.com/Dr. Love. That's Charbria.com/Dr. Love. And don't forget to use that coupon code, get your $10 off, which is Dr. Love, the number 10. Use that at checkout. So it's going to be one night only, October 18th, 6 p.m. Y'all not going to want to miss it. And again, it is not just for women. People misconstrue my plays and they think it is because we the posters, right? They usually have the women on there. But we get a lot of men in our shows that enjoy it. So it's going to be a fun night.
Justin Camper says, put Al in your play. I do have some acting
experience.
Be acting, Al? I have had some acting experience. Listen.
You have not told me. So you saw my play in 2021.
I did. I haven't not been in the acting thing in a while. I want to get back into it, but I've just been focused on the show. But I was doing some things out there. Like I played Jesus with a Gumby at the church. You know what I'm saying? Like you imagine Jesus with a Gumby, but I was out there spitting them lines. I had the lines down packed.
So that's good because that's the problem with theater. Some people they struggle with learning the lines.
Yeah. Hey, Lewis said I'll be a great actor. I definitely think I can. You can find me a role somewhere. You know.
Yes, we got to see what you can do. We got to get you in there somewhere.
I was the man back some years ago, and I said I want to get back into it, but you know. I'm gonna have to go post a picture and tell people because they think it's sweet out here.
Yeah, you got some footage. You got some footage you can share.
I do got footage. I'm gonna have to send my audition to Charbria Shine so I can get in the next play. Like, yo, this is my tape. This is my audition tape.
Yes, I love
Charbria Shine, Dr. Love, October 18th, Westside Theater Guild. Go get these tickets. Do not miss out on this show. Like I said, I've been to one of her shows. Great time as always. Great time for a date night. If you're by yourself, go see it. If you got somebody, go see it. No matter what you do, just go see it. If you're
single, you might meet somebody there.
Hey, might go meet somebody.
Know.
You
never
know.
A lot of ladies at the Single Woman Chronicles and Dr. Love shows. Lots of ladies.
Dr. Love might hook you up.
Yes.
The love connection. The love connection. So that's going to be the show October 18th. Thank you once again, Charbria, for coming on and talking about your show you got coming up and everything. Before I get you out of here, I do want to ask you one more question because I almost forgot. As far as being a director and a writer, That seems like a tough. Can you take us through the process? Like, what is that like directing and writing for a play?
I would say it's probably different. I'm sure it's different for different people. For me, it's different depending on the play. I come up, sometimes it naturally comes up with a title and I can see it in the vision and it just flows out of me. But Single Woman Chronicles was based off of my life. So that was a little bit easier. And then I just put some other scenarios around it that I think women struggle with. Dr. Love was a fluke accident. Didn't know that I would do a comedy ever. Never saw myself as funny, but I was given, like I said, relationship advice for women. And I said, it'd be so cool if I was a love doctor. So then I started wearing the little outfit and they liked that. And I said, it would be even cooler if I was funny and had a Southern accent. Like I'm giving you real advice, but in a comedic way. And people really liked it. And from those little episodes I was putting on social media, I start coming up with the show and the play. And it kind of just, you start writing. Sometimes I would just literally see a scene and I would just say it in my iPhone and then I type it out later. And so once I kind of get started, it just kind of flows and I can kind of see it like a movie. And directing it, that's not hard. You know the vision of how you want a scene to go. So you kind of just, they're reading the script and you say, no, don't do it like this, do it like that. Okay, nope, I want you to stand over there, come in like this. So it's kind of like trial and error. You think you know what you want to see, but as they're working it out, you have to change it sometimes because it's not exactly what you thought. So.
What about dealing with the different personalities, directing them, the different cast members that you have, the different personality? How is that dealing with the different personalities?
Yeah, I think when you're working with different people, it's always a challenge. The good thing about me is I was in retail management for almost 10 years. So hiring, firing, scheduling, I'm so used to that because of my business background. So to be honest, it's kind of like riding a bike. But can that be a challenge? Oh, absolutely. Because you're dealing with so many different people and everybody has different schedules, different lives, different perspectives. But I feel like I've been already trained for that. Yeah.
Well, you brought something up. Now I got to ask a follow-up. You talked about hiring and firing. Can you tell us a story where you had to fire somebody? Like what was that like? Did you have to cut somebody out? Like you had to let them go. They couldn't cut it.
Yes, I did, but I'm very diplomatic. So I've never had a time where it's like gotten ugly or anything like that. He said she could definitely be a coach. Yeah, I'm very diplomatic. So I've not had to like go off. He said she might cut everybody. Well, maybe, but I've only had to like cut a few people, and it really was because of schedule issues.
Okay.
Pretty much schedule issues. Now, have I ever had someone and then they thought they were doing the next show and they were fired? Absolutely. That just they just didn't get a call back. So when they saw that we were scheduling for more shows, I just didn't call them. No need to cut. You did the first show. Don't have to tell you. You see, obviously, you're not doing the second show. So yeah, I'm pretty like, straight to it. But the environment that I like, in my rehearsals are loving and encouraging. And I'm a real energetic person. So I never try to bring the mood down, or I never belittle any of my actors because we're adults, right? They're not children. So that's not my flow. I'm not their boss. I'm directing a show, right? So I always try to lead with love, but I have to be firm at times to say, hey, this is how I want it. This is the vision I'm going for, because you can have people that want to take over or people that have their take on it. And at the end of the day, you have to remember this is my project. I'm the one investing my money and the most time into it. At the end of the day, if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, that's my fault because I let somebody else take over or let their negativity change the mood or the atmosphere of my environment. And so those are things that you constantly are dealing with. But when you do come across that and you see their problem, you just know for the next project, they're not going to be used. And I've had a couple actors like that. And it was just like, it was known. They weren't called back. I didn't even have to explain. I'm not used
but you didn't have to fire nobody face to face. It was always like, oh, you just not going to call back.
Correct. One time I did over the phone have to, because they didn't live close. One time I did, and I just let them know that, I explained to them what the requirements were in the beginning and what they were able to offer me. What they were doing was not that at all. And so I had to kind of just say, I had to move on and I had to choose another actor in place of you. And no love lost. I mean, I respect the person, but again, this business is nothing personal. They weren't doing what I needed them to do, and the show's coming up, so I got to replace you. So at the end of the day, I'm always civil, I'm always respectful, but it's business. It's nothing personal. And if it was flipped the other way around, they would do the same thing. Look, I'm not even showing up to rehearsals. I'm not even communicating. We got a show coming up. At least communicate. So you know what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm very much, I stand on business.
I heard that. Justin Campos says, what do you look for in actors? What makes bad actors? He's been doing some acting too. He did some acting as well. He might be looking for a spot, but He says, what are you looking for in actors? What makes bad actors?
The first thing is what is frustrating to a lot of directors and a lot of casting agencies is when you put out a post for actors and you don't meet the qualifications, because that's such a waste of our time. So that is a big thing. Like if I specifically say like I'm looking for somebody, and I'm just gonna call it what it is. I'm looking for an African-American male who's tall and who's attractive, and then you're Caucasian and you're 4'9". You wasting you're not gonna get the role. And I'm not being mean, but it's a particular reason why I need you to be this color or this size or this. It's a role. It's a character. Right. We're not discriminating, but this is what the part is. So I always look for different things in different actors because the roles are always different, right? I don't even look for a person that always has to have a lot of experience, because I have a lot of people in my shows that have raw talent and they're better than some actors that have gone to like Juilliard. I mean, because God just have given them that raw ability. So I don't always look at resume. I like to look at your raw talent and your resume. And some of my actors didn't have a resume, but they killing it on stage. And I am kind of like my husband, whereas I like to find diamonds in the rough, and I like to coach you, and I like to see what you can do, give people, those opportunities that maybe everybody else wouldn't have given them one because their lack of experience. I love to help those people because people have raw talent. They just need some help.
There you go. Justin Camper Law, last question I'm gonna do. And by the way, I did some acting with Doree Henderson too, so you can ask her about me too.
Oh, nice. Yes, that's my girl.
But Justin Camper says, is this a business or a ministry for you? And I think that's a great question.
Yeah, it's a beautiful question. Honestly, both, because I feel like anything I do, I minister in, like for real. Like even when I worked in retail, I always use that opportunity to minister to people, my coworkers or those people that were under me. But this is my business. If this will make it clear, it's not a nonprofit. My business is for profit, meaning I do expect to make money from my business, but I do expect to make lives to change lives from it, to impact lives, to encourage, to help marriages, to help singles, to help, those people that are struggling with the different issues that I talk about. Even in my play, Little Black Dress, it was about trauma and abuse. And it's one of my most serious plays. And it really deals with a lot of, like I said, trauma and abuse, and those things are important to me. So even though I charge for that, I am expecting to touch people's lives. I don't know if that makes sense. If that answers that.
Absolutely. Once again, Dr. Love by Charbria Shine, October 18th, 6 p.m. at Westside Theater Guild. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us about your play and having some fun with us.
Yes.
Before I get up out of here, I always do like to give a scripture of the day. The scripture today is Matthew 4:2-4. And this scripture done something for me because it explained to me a big reason, or one of the biggest reasons why we should read scripture and learn scripture. So this is when Jesus goes to get tempted by the devil. And it says, after fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, if you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread. And then Jesus answered, it is written, man should not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. And so when I think about this scripture, it makes me think that he got tempted, but he responded with the word. And I think in our lives, we're going to get hit with all types of circumstances in our life. And we might even get tempted by the devil or just bad circumstances, and it's going to be on you to find out what you're going to respond with. Are you just going to accept whatever situation it is, or are you going to have some word in you to combat whatever's that's going on with you? I thought this was a real, because if Jesus didn't have no word in him, which was crazy, because of course he's going to have word in him. But just to say, if he didn't have the Bible in him, then the devil could have tempted him, and he wouldn't. What would he would have responded back to it if he didn't have the word? So I think about our own situations. If you come up against a situation that you don't agree with, or they're giving you a bad report, whatever the case may be, you just don't have to accept it. I would encourage you to learn some scriptures, remember some scriptures. It don't have to be the whole Bible, but if you just get steadfast in a few, when some situations come up, you can combat your situation with the word. And the scripture also says, resist the devil and he will flee. He resisted the devil in a situation. The devil came with him, tried to tempt him in a certain way, and then Jesus came back with the word, and he tempted him more times, and Jesus had more word for him. And then after that, the devil had to leave him because he came back with the word. So I encourage you, especially if you never tried God in such a way, if you never tried God, period. If you just learn just a few scriptures, when you come against something, I would challenge you to fight back with prayer and scripture and see what happens. Just see what happens. That's my scripture for today. Matthew 4:2. If Jesus came back with the word, I think we should come back with the word as well. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to the Allen Powell Show. Charbria, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you. Brian, Vic, appreciate y'all for joining the show. Y'all go buy tickets. Dr. Love, October 18th. Westside Theater Guild, 6 p.m. Go get tickets. Hopefully, we're going to put the link in the comments or something to make sure we know how to get those tickets. Other than that, we will see y'all next week. We are out.
We lock and load, Allen Powell. It's the Allen Powell Show.